Hello guys and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be checking out the Freebird TKL in white. This keyboard had a bit of controversy when it finally got into the consumer's hands, mainly because the colors in the renders did not match the colors that people actually got for the navy and olive color. Not to mention the date people would actually get the keyboard was pushed back around 2.5 months, so that added on top of the fact that they didn't even get a color that they wanted was a pretty big deal. Fortunately enough for them, they were able to get some refunds. But I went the safe route and went with the white keyboard, so that is what I have here today. This keyboard went for around $225 when the group buy was live. Inside the carrying case, you get a hot swapper soldered PCB, a braided USB-C cable, feet for the bottom of the keyboard. It does not come with plate foam, which I am a bit disappointed in. It has case foam, and it comes with a gummy O-ring as well. Now, it also comes with the plate of your choosing, and I chose the palm plate for this build. The build process of this keyboard is pretty simple. The keyboard is held with 10 screws on the back of the keyboard. Once you undo those, this keyboard can either be assembled in the top mount configuration or the gummy O-ring. I've never used a gummy O-ring before, so I wanted to try that out, and that is exactly what I did. All I had to do was mod the stabilizers. The problem is when I went to mod the stabilizers and put them back into the PCB to screw them in, the backspace key was giving me a lot of issues, and I ended up having to switch out the stabilizer for a whole different one because for some reason the stabilizer would not fit flush onto the PCB like the rest of them did. This was only an issue on the backspace key, so I ended up swapping it out with a pink stabilizer that I just had lying around. Once I did that, it worked perfectly, just a weird problem that I thought I'd mention. After that, I put the palm plate on, made sure the switches didn't bend the plate when I was putting them in. The switches I went with this build, by the way, are the Invokeys Black Sesame switches. The only mod I did to this keyboard was the force break mod, which basically just removes the vibrations within the case. Once I put all the switches in, all I did was put it back into the keyboard with the case foam and then screwed in the 10 screws on the back of the keyboard. After that, I put on my SA Jadeite keycap set, which looks really pretty on this white keyboard, and I love the green gradient that it's going for. With that all being said, here's a quick sound test so you guys can hear how it sounds. This keyboard definitely leans towards the clackier side of things. I'm not a massive fan of super clacky keyboards. If I wanted to make this less clacky and more poppy, I would add layers of painter's tape to the back of the PCB, which I am sort of thinking about doing. I'm not saying it sounds bad because it definitely doesn't. It actually sounds quite nice in my opinion, and the feel of this keyboard is also nice as well. But I think I was expecting a little bit more when it came to the gummy O-ring. It was a bit stiffer than I expected. Maybe it's because of the O-ring that was included. I know you can buy separate O-rings that are sort of like squishier, I guess you could say. If you are looking for a clackier keyboard, this is probably something you would definitely want to check out. And I think the side profile and the look of this keyboard looks very sleek, minimal, and really beautiful. Especially that side profile. The minimal branding on the back of the keyboard also is very nice to see, but the only other thing that I had a problem with was the fact that the USB-C port is on the right side of the keyboard. Not too sure why they ended up doing that, but other than that, let me know what you guys think about this keyboard in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.